Have you ever felt it? That quiet, persistent whisper in your soul, suggesting something deeper is unfolding, but you can't quite grasp it? You meet a woman, and the conversation flows, laughter comes easily, but you walk away wondering, is there more here? Or is it just my wishful thinking, my own internal hope projecting onto the world? This isn't about mere attraction. It's about discerning the subtle, often unconscious language of genuine connection, a language most men are taught to ignore or worse, to misinterpret. We live in an age of overt signals and performative interactions where authenticity is rare. Yet, deep down, every man seeks a connection that transcends the superficial, a bond built on genuine resonance. The problem is, women often communicate their truest feelings not through grand declarations, but through a tapestry of delicate cues, glances that linger, touches that seem accidental, and admiration unspoken. If you're not paying attention, if you haven't cultivated your inner discernment, you might miss the signs completely, leaving genuine opportunities for personal growth and profound relationships on the table. Consider Michael, a man outwardly successful, composed in the boardroom, yet inwardly wrestling with the quiet dread of misunderstanding signals. He recently met a woman, Sarah, at a professional event. Their conversation was effortless, punctuated by shared humor. Yet, Michael found himself later replaying every gesture, every look, questioning. Was that a sign or just politeness? Am I projecting my own desire for connection onto her? This internal conflict, this lack of self-confidence in reading nuanced human interaction, is a common affliction for men in our modern world, leading to missed opportunities and deepening insecurities. This isn't just about dating. It's about understanding the core of human connection. Today, we're going to bridge that gap. This video will dive deep into the Carl Jung psychology of human attraction, exploring the subtle yet potent indicators that a woman is not just interested, but secretly drawn to your very essence. We'll expose the silent language that conveys far more information than words ever could. Using the timeless wisdom of the Stoic mindset, we'll empower you to discern genuine interest from mere civility, teaching you to trust your gut and react with confidence and insight. This understanding is crucial for your healing journey, transforming how you perceive and relate to others, and ultimately, building authentic relationships that nourish your soul. By the end of this video, you won't just recognize the outward signs. You'll grasp the deeper psychological currents at play, equipping you to respond with clarity and integrity. If you're ready to stop guessing, stop overthinking, and start trusting your deepest instincts, hit that subscribe button right now. And tell me in the comments below, have you ever felt that subtle, unspoken pull from someone, but doubted your own perception? Let's explore this together. Number 1, the lingering glance, when her eyes speak volumes. Have you ever noticed someone maintaining eye contact with you for just a little while longer than usual? It's not a coincidence. This isn't just politeness. It's one of the most primal and potent indicators that a woman is secretly drawn to you. In a world full of fleeting interactions, a gaze that holds yours, that lingers for a beat too long, is a powerful invitation, an unspoken question, a silent acknowledgement that transcends mere words. Eye contact is the bedrock of human connection. When a woman maintains prolonged eye contact, it's a profound clue that she's genuinely interested, that she wants to know you on a deeper level, that her unconscious mind is registering your presence in a significant way. Research even indicates that prolonged eye contact can spark feelings of closeness and connection, creating an unspoken bond. This isn't just about attraction. It's about an innate desire to forge a connection, to gauge your response, and to establish a relationship without uttering a single word. There's even a biological component to it. Attraction can cause pupils to dilate, a subtle yet powerful signal of genuine intrigue. Michael experienced this profoundly with Sarah. After their initial conversation at the professional event, he found himself repeatedly catching her eye across the crowded room. Each time, Her gaze would hold it for a fraction of a second longer than was strictly necessary, a soft, almost imperceptible warmth in her expression. It wasn't aggressive or demanding. It was a gentle tether, pulling his attention back to her. When he returned her gaze, he noticed a subtle shift in her posture, a slight tilt of her head, as if inviting further connection. These were the moments that bypassed his logical mind and spoke directly to his intuition, challenging his ingrained doubts about his own appeal and planting the first seeds of self-confidence in this burgeoning connection. From a Carl Jung psychology perspective, the eyes are often called the windows to the soul because they are less guarded by the persona, the social mask we wear. A lingering glance can be an expression of the self, the authentic core of a person, signaling a genuine curiosity and attraction that her conscious mind might not yet be ready to articulate. It's her unconscious mind expressing interest before her words catch up. This is a crucial distinction. It's not a calculated move, but an authentic, almost involuntary display of attraction. The Stoic mindset teaches us the power of observation without judgment. When you notice a lingering glance, your primary task is not to immediately react, but to observe with equanimity. You cannot control her gaze, but you can control your interpretation and your response. Instead of falling into overthinking or insecurity, acknowledge the signal. It's an external event. Your emotional control allows you to remain grounded, to subtly return her interest without being needy or overly aggressive. This calm, discerning approach allows you to explore the connection without losing your inner composure, setting the stage for authentic personal growth in your interactions. These eyes may be telling you more than words ever could, and recognizing them is the first step in your healing from past misinterpretations. But what happens when the silent connection extends beyond the gaze, venturing into the realm of subtle, almost accidental physical contact, hinting at a deeper desire for closeness? Number 2, the delicate touch, breaking the invisible barrier. Have you ever noticed those brief, seemingly random touches that appear to occur when a woman is secretly attracted to you? It's not just a coincidence. These light, fleeting touches, a playful nudge against your arm as she laughs at your joke, a gentle brush of her hand against yours as she passes something, a lingering touch on your shoulder as she makes a point, are anything but random. They are her unconscious mind's subtle way of saying, I want to get comfortable with you. I want to close the distance. In the silent language of attraction, touch is an incredibly effective technique for establishing a bond and fostering intimacy. Research in social psychology consistently shows that two people can become closer and build trust with even a simple, innocent touch. It's a primal form of communication, a natural method for humans to bond. When she attempts to close that invisible gap, even the most fleeting ways, it indicates that she feels a certain level of security and ease around you. Two things absolutely necessary for attraction to deepen. This isn't just about physical connection. It's about fostering intimate moments that words often cannot fully express. For example, a light tap or a slight prod isn't merely an acknowledgement. It's a silent signal that she desires to be nearer to you, to break down the unspoken social barriers. Interestingly, this type of subtle, reciprocal touch can even stimulate the release of oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone, which naturally increases feelings of calmness, trust, and connection. Michael began to notice these delicate touches with Sarah. When they spoke, she'd often reach out to playfully tap his arm after a shared laugh, her fingers momentarily resting there. During a team meeting, as he passed a document, her hand brushed against his for just a fraction of a second longer than strictly necessary. Later, when walking through a crowded hallway, her elbows subtly grazed aside, creating an almost electric awareness. These weren't overt gestures, but they were consistent, building a quiet intimacy that transcended their spoken words. Each touch, however brief, sent a ripple through Michael, shifting his perception from colleague to potential connection. It was both exhilarating and slightly disorienting, challenging his deep-seated insecurities about being genuinely desired, and pushing him towards a deeper self-awareness of his own reactions. From a Carl Jung psychology perspective, these touches are a fascinating manifestation of the unconscious mind seeking expression. The persona, the social mask, often dictates keeping a polite distance. But when the self, the deeper, authentic essence, feels a pull of attraction, it finds subtle, often nonverbal ways to breach that barrier. These touches are a way for her to test the waters, to see if the connection she feels internally is reciprocated externally. It's a form of shadow work on her part, as she might be unconsciously exploring a desire or attraction she's not yet ready to consciously acknowledge or articulate. Her body acts as a truthful messenger, revealing her genuine feelings before her conscious mind fully processes them. The Stoic mindset guides us here to observe without immediate attachment or expectation. While it's natural to feel a pull, your emotional control lies in interpreting these signs wisely. You cannot control her impulse to touch, but you can control your reaction. Recognize these small cues for what they are, indicators of interest, not declarations of eternal love. Respond appropriately, subtly returning her interest or acknowledging connection without overwhelming her. This balanced approach fosters mutual respect and understanding, creating a space for true personal growth in your interactions. By paying attention to these physical whispers, you demonstrate that you notice the little things too, laying the groundwork for a genuine connection. Don't ignore them. They frequently express her emotions before she ever speaks, guiding your healing journey toward more authentic relationships. But what happens when this desire for closeness isn't just expressed through touch, but through a deeper, unspoken form of admiration that validates your very being? Number 3, unspoken praises. When her admiration transcends words. Have you ever felt as though someone's admiration for you is evident, even in the absence of a direct compliment? It's a subtle yet profound experience, where her appreciation isn't declared, but inherently felt. These are the unspoken praises, the subtle clues of admiration that go far beyond mere words, speaking a language of deep respect and genuine impression. She may communicate her admiration for you through her tone of voice when she speaks about your work, the way her facial expressions light up when you share an insight, or the way she discusses your qualities with others, all without directly complimenting you. These silent compliments do more than just flatter. They foster profound connection by demonstrating that she is genuinely impressed by your actions, your character, and your strengths. This kind of indirect praise is a powerful way for her to show interest and value you, without directly expressing it in a way that might feel overt or put her at risk. Research indicates that when people subtly acknowledge someone's qualities, it often increases feelings of attraction and closeness, building a foundation of mutual appreciation. These unspoken compliments also frequently manifest in small gestures, like an appreciative nod as you speak, a kind, affirming smile, or a thoughtful, sustained glance that says, "I see you, and I value what you're saying." Michael began to recognize these quiet signals from Sarah. He noticed that whenever he spoke passionately about his work or shared a challenge he'd overcome, her head would tilt slightly, her eyes would soften, and a subtle, knowing smile would play on her lips. She wouldn't necessarily say, "You're brilliant," but her focused attention, her subtle affirmations, and the way she sometimes recounted his ideas to others with an almost reverent tone spoke volumes. Once, after he presented a complex solution to a problem, he caught her looking at him with an expression of pure, unadulterated respect. It wasn't praise in conventional sense, but it was a deeper validation that resonated with his self-confidence and fueled his personal growth. He started to understand that her admiration wasn't about inflating his ego, but about genuinely seeing his worth, a profound form of connection from her unconscious mind. From a Carl Jung psychology perspective, unspoken praise is a powerful manifestation of seeing the self in another. When someone truly admires you, they are recognizing aspects of your authentic being, your strengths, and your inherent value that resonate with them on a deeper level. This form of admiration often arises from her own unconscious mind, where your qualities might align with her archetypal ideals or aspect of her own undeveloped shadow that she admires and seeks in others. It's an honest, unfiltered response that bypasses the need for the persona to construct a polite compliment, revealing a truer sense of attraction and appreciation. This recognition is a vital step in her own journey of self-awareness, even if she doesn't articulate it consciously. The Stoic mindset guides us in how to receive such admiration. While it's natural to appreciate being seen, true emotional control lies in not becoming dependent on external validation. Marcus Aurelius taught us, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. Similarly, if you become overly reliant on praise, you give away your power. Instead, observe her quiet admiration with equanimity. Acknowledge it, appreciate it, but let your inner worth be your primary anchor. By paying attention to her quiet admiration, you demonstrate that you notice the little things too, fostering mutual respect and understanding. This awareness helps you pick up on her true feelings and enables you to respond naturally and appreciatively without chasing validation, contributing to your own healing and groundedness. But beyond admiration, what happens when her interest deepens into a desire for genuine intellectual and emotional exchange, where conversations transcend small talk and delve into the very core of your shared humanity? Number 4, lively discussions beyond small talk. Have you ever found yourself in a conversation where the words just flowed, the energy was palpable, and hours seemed to vanish unnoticed? Where the exchange went beyond superficial pleasantries and delved into the very core of who you are. When a woman is truly interested in you, her desire for connection manifests profoundly in the way she engages in conversation. It's not just about what she says, but how she listens, how she asks questions, and how she shares. She will actively seek out meaningful conversations that go beyond small talk, venturing into subjects that allow you both to connect more deeply. These exchanges are more than simply words. They serve as a means of improving mutual understanding and forging a genuine emotional connection. One of the most telling indicators of attraction is an engaging conversation. She will inquire about your interests with sincere curiosity, share personal stories and vulnerabilities, and maintain the flow of the conversation with authentic enthusiasm. This allows her to learn more about you, revealing her genuine desire to understand your inner world. And in turn, she shares a little bit of herself, creating a reciprocal space for intimacy. Research consistently indicates that meaningful conversations make people feel closer and more connected, illustrating why she will invest time and effort into keeping the conversation going. Her warm tone, active listening, and consistent focus on subjects that allow her to connect with you personally are powerful nonverbal cues that reveal as much as her words, providing you with undeniable insight into her interest. Michael experienced a profound impact of these lively discussions with Sarah. Their conversations quickly moved past superficial pleasantries, touching on his deepest aspirations, fears, and life philosophies. Sarah didn't just listen. She engaged, asking insightful follow-up questions that demonstrated she was truly processing his words, not just waiting for her turn to speak. She shared her own vulnerabilities, her dreams, and even anxieties about her career path, inviting Michael into her inner world. He noticed her eyes would often light up, and her body language would lean in, indicating genuine absorption. These were not just talks. They were explorations that allowed Michael to feel truly seen and heard, bolstering his self-confidence and strengthening his resolve on his journey of personal growth. The sheer joy of these exchanges made him realize the depth of their burgeoning connection, far surpassing any previous interactions. From a Carl Jung psychology perspective, a woman's desire for deep, lively discussions signifies a search for authentic connection with yourself. It's an attempt to move beyond the superficial persona and engage with your core being. When she shares her own personal stories and vulnerabilities, she is engaging in her own form of shadow work, integrating aspects of her inner world and trusting you with them. This process of mutual disclosure, where both parties bring their authentic selves to the conversation, builds a bridge between their unconscious minds, signaling a profound level of attraction and a desire for genuine psychological intimacy. Her ability to engage deeply speaks to her capacity for true emotional control in navigating her inner landscape and connecting with yours. The Stoic mindset emphasizes the value of virtue and reason in all interactions. In a lively discussion, this means being fully present, practicing active listening, and discerning whether the exchange is truly reciprocal and enriching. You have control over your participation and your openness. Seneca advised, if you want to be loved, love. In this context, it means engaging with genuine curiosity and sharing your authentic self, allowing connection to deepen naturally. Don't force the conversation, but recognize and lean into moments where true resonance occurs. The more you participate in these conversations, the stronger your bond can become. Pay attention to her tone, body language, and how invested she seems. Take advantage of the opportunity to get to know one another, exchange tales, and allow your bond to grow. Maintaining the discussion is a terrific indication that she is genuinely interested in you, as it lays the groundwork for something truly significant and enjoyable, fostering genuine healing through connection. Number 5. Small, subtle gestures. The unspoken language of care. Have you ever noticed those seemingly insignificant actions that somehow speak louder than any declared compliment? The way she remembers a tiny detail you mentioned weeks ago, a small preference you have, or performs a thoughtful act that anticipates your need without you even asking. These are not random acts of kindness. They are the subtle yet powerful gestures that convey her warmth, genuine concern, and a deep-seated desire for connection. These small gestures could be anything from bringing you your preferred coffee without being asked, remembering the name of your obscure favorite band, or simply offering a reassuring touch or a knowing glance when you're in a challenging social situation. From a psychological standpoint, these gestures are a powerful form of nonverbal communication, conveying messages of genuine attraction and intimate connection without the use of words. According to behavioral research, even tiny gestures like a gentle pat on the arm or recalling trivial details about you can evoke feelings of intimacy and closeness, fostering a bond that feels uniquely personal. These acts demonstrate that the other person is truly paying attention to you, cares about your comfort, and is interested in developing a deeper relationship with you. They are often the most telling indicators because they spring from an authentic place, revealing her hidden emotions and the possibility of something significant unfolding. Michael started collecting these almost imperceptible moments with Sarah, like precious stones. Sarah once remembered that he preferred a specific brand of sparkling water and discreetly brought him one during a long work session, simply placing it on his desk with a quiet smile. Another time, she noticed he was struggling to open a stubborn jar in the office kitchen and, without a word, took it, opened it effortlessly, and handed it back, her fingers briefly brushing his. These weren't grand romantic gestures. They were quiet acts of observation and care, moments where her attention to him translated into tangible support. These gestures consistently reinforced his self-confidence, confirming that her interests went beyond the superficial. They made him feel seen, cared for, and truly valued in a way that words alone could not convey, accelerating his path of personal growth in trusting genuine connection. From a Carl Jung psychology perspective, these small gestures often stem from the unconscious mind's desire for true engagement and care. They are authentic expressions of the self, bypassing the rigidities of the persona. When a woman performs these acts, she is not consciously trying to impress you. Rather, her deeper psyche is manifesting its attraction and care through nurturing behavior. It's a form of what Jung might call a positive anima projection, where her inner feminine qualities of care and connection are directed toward you, creating a sense of resonance. These gestures reveal her authentic inclination to bond and support, emerging from a space beyond mere social convention, hinting at deeper levels of attachment and the commencement of her own subtle shadow work as she navigates these feelings. The Stoic mindset teaches us to appreciate the virtues in others and to value genuine care over empty words. When you notice these subtle gestures, your emotional control allows you to receive them with gratitude without demanding more or falling into an ego trap. Epictetus taught, "First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do." Here, it means recognizing her authentic care and responding with integrity. You cannot control her willingness to show these gestures, but you can control your recognition and appreciation of them. This discernment helps you distinguish genuine affection from superficial interaction, forming a solid basis for mutual respect and a relationship that feels truly genuine and lasting. Paying attention to these indicators helps your healing journey by showing you what true care looks like, allowing you to respond naturally and appreciatively. Number 6, emotional openness, when her true self emerges. Have you ever noticed that subtle, yet profound shift when a woman moves beyond casual conversation and begins to share her inner world with you? This isn't just about lively discussions. It's about a deeper level of trust and vulnerability, a willingness to expose her authentic self. When a woman has a secret attraction, she frequently expresses it by becoming emotionally open, revealing thoughts, dreams, worries, and even vulnerabilities that she typically guards closely. This type of emotional openness demonstrates a genuine desire to connect on a deeper emotional level, signaling a profound level of trust. Psychologists agree that when people open up and share their inner landscape, they frequently feel closer and more connected. If she is specifically asking for your advice on personal matters, confiding her fears, or sharing intimate stories about her past, it's a strong indication that she not only values your opinion, but trusts you enough to confide in you. Research consistently supports this, demonstrating that couples and individuals who connect emotionally through vulnerability often form stronger, longer-lasting bonds. Emotional openness is one of the most obvious indicators of attraction because it presents an opportunity for a truly meaningful and authentic connection, a gateway to the depth of her unconscious mind. Michael experienced this as a pivotal turning point with Sarah. After weeks of lively discussions and subtle gestures, Sarah began to share fragments of her past struggles, anxieties about her career, and even deep-seated fears about her own perceived shortcomings. She spoke about her dreams for the future with a newfound candidness, seeking his perspective not just as an acquaintance, but as someone she felt deeply aligned with. Michael, practicing emotional control and active listening, recognized the immense trust implicit in her vulnerability. He felt a profound sense of connection, realizing that she was moving past her persona, the polished professional facade, and allowing her true self to emerge. This was a testament to his journey of personal growth in creating a safe space for authenticity, deepening his self-confidence in his ability to foster genuine human connections. From a Carl Jung psychology perspective, this display of emotional openness is a critical step in the individuation process within a relational context. When a woman allows herself to be vulnerable, she is engaging in a form of shadow work, integrating aspects of her personality that she might typically hide or deem imperfect. By sharing these hidden facets, she is inviting you to witness her complete self, not just the acceptable social mask. This act signifies that her unconscious mind perceives you as a safe harbor, a confidant with whom she can explore her deeper feelings without fear or judgment. Her willingness to reveal her vulnerabilities is a powerful sign that her psyche is drawn to yours, seeking a true psychological resonance. The Stoic mindset teaches us the importance of responding to vulnerability with wisdom and compassion, not exploitation. You cannot control her decision to open up, but you can control your reaction. When you see her willing to share her true self, Don't take it lightly or take advantage of it. Instead, engage with her stories, listen with empathy, and let her know you're truly there for her. This level of responsiveness cultivates mutual understanding and empathy, laying the groundwork for a relationship that feels genuine and lasting. It's an act of deep respect, allowing for reciprocal vulnerability, which is fundamental for true healing and the forging of powerful, authentic bonds. Number 7, respectful engagement. The deepest form of affirmation. Have you ever encountered someone whose interactions with you went far beyond simple civility, making you feel truly seen, valued, and understood? This isn't just politeness. It's respectful engagement, one of the most undeniable indicators that a woman is not just attracted to you, but deeply cherishes your identity and opinions. This goes beyond mere courtesy to show sincere interest in your very being. She doesn't just listen passively. She listens intently, absorbing your words, and often retains information from previous exchanges, demonstrating that your thoughts and experiences matter to her. She asks insightful questions that show she's processing what you say, rather than waiting for a turn to speak. She makes you feel important and heard each time you engage, making the conversation feel like a mutual exploration rather than a performance. Respectful participation can take many different forms: active listening, maintaining genuine eye contact, thoughtfully inquiring about your hobbies and life, and treating you with consistent kindness in every situation. People often report that when they are attracted to someone, they naturally offer them more attention and respect, confirming this as a powerful, often unconscious signal of deepening connection. This establishes a solid basis for mutual respect and genuine connection. Michael found Sarah's consistent, respectful engagement profoundly affirming. Unlike others who might nod along dismissively or interrupt, Sarah would fully immerse herself in their conversations. She remembered details he'd mentioned weeks ago, a project deadline, a family anecdote, and brought them up later, showing she truly cared. When he spoke about his struggles or his aspirations, her full attention was on him, her body language open and receptive. She made him feel that his thoughts held weight, that his perspectives were genuinely valued. This wasn't merely polite. It was profound acknowledgement of his worth, building his self-confidence not through flattery, but through genuine esteem. It was through this consistent, respectful attention that Michael started to truly believe in the depth of Sarah's interest, which was crucial for his personal growth in understanding genuine attraction. From a Carl Jung psychology perspective, respectful engagement is a manifestation of seeing and honoring the self in another person. It implies a recognition of your inherent worth, not just your external achievements or social persona. When a woman shows this deep respect, her unconscious mind is drawn to the totality of who you are, including aspects that might lie in your shadow. Her capacity for genuine respect reflects her own integrated psyche. She is less likely to project her own unresolved issues onto you and more capable of relating to you authentically. This type of interaction is a testament to her valuing your individuality and uniqueness, and it signifies a desire for a relationship built on true understanding and mutual regard, a fundamental component of healing past relational wounds. The Stoic mindset teaches us to value virtue and integrity above all else. Respectful engagement is a virtuous act, a practical application of reason and self-awareness in human interaction. You cannot control whether someone respects you, but you can control your own capacity to offer and recognize genuine respect. Epictetus advised, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do, and you will be happy." This applies to how you interpret and reciprocate. Observe how she interacts with you and whether she participates fully in talks. This isn't just a nice gesture. It's a statement of deep appreciation and real curiosity. By cultivating your own Stoic mindset, you become attuned to these high-value interactions, allowing you to respond with integrity and cultivate relationships founded on a bedrock of mutual esteem, thereby strengthening your emotional control in navigating social dynamics. These are indications that she cherishes you and may be experiencing an increasing amount of profound attraction to you. You've journeyed with Michael from the quiet uncertainty of is she interested to the profound clarity of truly understanding her unspoken language. We've explored the lingering gazes, the subtle touches that bridge invisible gaps, the unspoken praises that affirm your worth, the lively discussions that deepen your connection, the thoughtful small gestures that reveal genuine care, her raw emotional openness that invites true intimacy, and the unwavering respectful engagement that affirms your very being. Michael, once lost in self-doubt, now possesses the summit to see genuine interest, thanks to profound insights of Carl Jung's psychology and the unwavering principles of the Stoic mindset. This isn't just about identifying signs of attraction. It's about mastering your own awareness. It's about transcending the noise of superficial interactions and attuning yourself to the authentic signals of human connection. The problem for most men isn't that women don't show interest, but that they haven't cultivated the inner stillness, the emotional control, to truly see it. You cannot force attraction, nor should you beg for it. True connection emerges when both individuals are genuinely present and authentic. Carl Jung once stated, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." In the realm of relationships, this means that unless you understand the unconscious mind at play, both hers and your own, you will forever be at the mercy of misinterpretations, insecurity, and missed opportunities. By becoming aware of these subtle signs, you are performing your own crucial shadow work, integrating your desires with a realistic perception of reality, and transforming uncertainty into self-confidence. The Stoic mindset reminds us that our power lies in our perception and our response. You cannot control whether a woman is attracted to you, but you can control your ability to recognize authentic connection, to respond with integrity, and to maintain your inner peace regardless of the outcome. This journey of understanding leads to profound personal growth and healing from past ejections or misunderstandings. It teaches you to value yourself, to stand grounded in your worth, and to attract relationships that genuinely serve your highest good. So, tonight, turn off your phone, stand before a mirror, and ask yourself, am I truly present and open to the authentic connections of my life, or am I letting insecurity and fear blind me to the signals right in front of me? Let this moment be your anchor. If this video has brought you clarity and empowered you to see the world differently, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a brother, a friend, someone who needs to hear this truth. Drop a comment below and tell me which sign resonated most deeply with you, which one you perhaps missed in the past. And if you're ready for more raw, deep Carl Jung psychology insights, more powerful Stoic mindset principles, and practical wisdom to master your relationships and accelerate your personal growth, hit that subscribe button. Because around here, we sharpen minds and build meaningful connections, not chase fleeting shadows. Your journey to deeper understanding just began.